What are we doing? All right. Good evening. My name's Tristan. Welcome to Midnight Fish. This is the Midnight Fish reading. I'm cheating tonight. It's not actually midnight yet, but we won't tell anyone. I'm having an early night tonight. Oh, the message from my mom is number 1, which is a message. Ooh. It's a man on a horse. It looks like a Paul Revere. Heed well good news from the cavalier, impassioned views promise good cheer. Sadness that hides veiled in the day, once undisguised soon flies away. Okay. So this is a past, present, future read for water signs or people with water in their charts, or if you're just feeling a bit watery today. We all have emotional days. This card's about like some sort of news that comes to you that makes something that you were sad about, you're less sad about, kind of thing. I don't know if that's past, present, future, or the general vibe of the reading. Is it communications, positive ones that make you feel good? We'll see what the rest of the tarot has to say. Starting with the Lost Oracle, grab a couple cards from there. Let's see what she has to say. 21, House of Love. You shall be loved. That's a nice message. And number 8, Disenchantment. You are protected. It's very witchy tonight. These are quite witchy images. Got a woman here dressed in red. She's got all the spell books open, candles. You doing spells? Love spells? You've got to be careful with those. They have a tendency to backfire, I think, sometimes. But it's nice, the card here, you're protected. Yeah, just kind of like don't worry about anything, really. You're going to be loved and you're protected. That's pretty cool. Deep. Well, let's start the reading with the wash deck. It's 3 rows, 3 cards each, just past, present, future. Don't want to keep repeating myself, telling you the future is subject to change, but it always is. Even moment for moment, you never know what's going to happen next. And that's what makes life interesting, really, when you come to think about it. If you could predict everything, it would kind of get a bit boring. That's funny. This card was beneath this deck when I picked it up, and I shuffled it away, and it's come back. Temptation. Desire, sex, passion, and greed. All right, let's see if this is what kind of read this is. All right. So we got at the bottom the King of Berries, which we had in reading I did this morning. About stepping into your power. So that's the surrounding energy today. And the top row, we've got the past. First card out is Death. Wow, it's a bit auspicious tonight. Flip your neck. Transformation, Death, bad luck. Then we got the Sin of Wrath. Anger, rage, inability, incompetence, conflict. And the Queen of Coins, asking for help, poverty, using your skills. All right, and then presently, what we got? Kings of the East, stability, authority, gifts, male power. Ace of Skates, instability, danger, uselessness. Wow, that's 2 cards in opposition there. That's crazy. And an Ace of Coins. Okay. And then in the future, Queen of Books. The Ace of Books. Nice. Oh my God. And the River to Hell. It's quite dark, this read. Maybe that's why you need these. You're protected. And this you will be loved card. Of course, the River to Hell doesn't necessarily mean the worst things in life. It's just a challenging path through somewhere. But that's the future, so it might change. Happy days. All right, let's have a look at this past. We've got Death, transformation, death, bad luck. And then the Sin of Wrath, anger, rage, inability, incompetence, conflict. And then the Queen of Coins, asking for help, poverty, using your skills. It's like something happened, something ended and transformed into something new. There was a lot of there's been a lot of angry fighting with people with tables on their heads here, like the guy's got a table on his head. He's actually got a knife in his hand. It's quite dangerous. Maybe some sort of fight. Do you have a fight with somebody close to you recently? In the recent past? It's led to some sort of ending of something. And then here, the Queen of Coins. I don't know who's asking for help or who's in poverty. Has it put you in poverty, or perhaps these people that were fighting has been put in poverty? But there's a message here about using your skills to get past that. So that was the past. Lots of arguing. And then in the present, it's really confusing because it's Kings of the East. Stability, authority, gifts, male power. But then also instability, danger, and uselessness. And then the Ace of Coins, financial success, riches, and wealth. Financial success. Yeah, the pies on the roof. Are you trying to find stability at present? But you're skating on thin ice? Is that what this vibe is? I'm going to have to think about this because these two cards are completely opposite. That one's stable and that one's unstable. But there's some sort of... Your money's good, it feels like. Or are you feeling like your money presently is sort of flip-flopping between stable and unstable? Maybe. You're not quite sure if it's solidified into an Ace of Coins quite yet. We'll find out in a bit. And then in the future here we've got Queen of Books, intelligence, advice, intuition, observation. The Ace of Books, music, sharing of knowledge and creativity. That's all creative pursuits really, but specifically music in some cases. And then the River to Hell, movement, journey, difficulty, struggles. Looks like some sort of project you're working on in the future, but it's going to be quite arduous. There is collaboration perhaps here in this card here. There's people, he's reading music off his butt. That's a good tune, man. That's quite funny. It's nice that this card, this Queen of Books, has come out in a good spot because she's been twice in a problem solution reading where she's been the problem. So perhaps it's time now to trust your intuition and the information you're getting in the future. There's this, sort of watching a situation, watching something, a project grow, or, yeah, River to Hell. Looks like a tough project. So we'll stop at the top row again and go back to the past. Some sort of massive ending. Some skeletons in the closet. Somebody definitely put a table on their head. And then you had a fight, and did they ask for help afterwards? I don't know. Did you have to ask for help afterwards because you were put in a position? Let's see what the Death card is. So we definitely ended. Yeah, okay, the Mirror of the Moon, some sort of dark secret. But there was justice here, the Woodward. Yeah. We've got the King of Stones, King of Pentacles, the Wolf, and Seven of Cups, Mourning. Seven of Vessels, which is not like Seven of Vessels in the other decks. Yeah. Did you lose someone? Has someone left the pack? Have you had to be a lone wolf? There's two moons here now. One the wolf's howling to, and one the mermaid is. Certainly made you feel very upset. It's been some sort of, like a goodbye. Was it to do with fighting? Lots of secrets involved, which maybe the skeleton in the closet is. And there's another skeleton in this card, definitely. There's two skulls here. Two moons, two skulls. Let's see the Sin of Wrath. Five of Vessels, Ecstasy. Behind that, the Ace of Arrows. Five of Cups, which in this deck is called Ecstasy, and it's the woman dancing in the five lit cups in a pentagram. She looks like she's ecstatic. That's why it's called Ecstasy. Nine of stones, Nine of Pentacles, tradition, and Two Cups. Man, I knew this fucker would sneak in. Why can't I just have a reading without any freaking romance in it? Okay, I suppose it's kind of like when you don't want a cat to come and sit with you. They go sit with the people they don't want. I need to start going, yes, give me more, and then the universe will stop, right? Here we've got two lovers and this really nice Nine of Pentacles energy in this. It's called tradition. Yeah. I'm getting the sense that this argument freed you in somehow, just to where you move on from disappointment into ecstasy, the ecstasy of letting go of a situation, perhaps. I don't know if it was fighting with a lover. Were you fighting with a lover? Here, it's pouring into the cup. Something poured into the cup, and the heart's aflame. The forest lovers. But there was some fighting. You feel free after. Nine of Pentacles. Tradition. Did some with traditions broken? Some sort of tradition was broken. I don't know. All right, and then we'll look at this Queen of Coins. Asking for help, poverty, using your skills. Who was that then? Was that the viewer? Did people ask you for help afterwards? Did you need help after this argument or this breakup? Somebody's definitely left your life. Forest lovers indicates it was a lover. Page of Cups, the Otter. Five, the Ancestor, the Hierophant. Tradition. Okay, Page of Cups. Small offer. To a Ten of Cups. Oh yeah, so this is the Forest Lovers. This was a Two of Cups before. Sorry, this was a Two of Vessels. Both love cards have come out, and the 10 Cups. Man. So before whoever it was that you had an argument before, it's not necessarily a lover. There was love involved, perhaps, but Two of Vessels, Two of Cups can also be a contractual thing. So maybe it was a marriage or a friendship, but it could also be like some sort of business partnership or something as well. But I don't understand what's happened here. You need help. You were asking for help. Or did someone need your help? But whoever this asking for help, poverty, using your skills, whoever this is, maybe this is, did you find a new lover? The Page of Cups. There's a Ten of Cups here, happiness, and the Forest Lovers in the past. Something, yeah, maybe drawn to how there were two here and there's two here. Two people standing here, and now there's two people here, and they're more closely bonded almost. Yeah. Interesting. Right, presently we got this Kings of the East, Ace of Skates, and Ace of Coins. Is your money flip-flopping left and right? Are you needing some more stable power? Are things feeling stable and then they're going to feel unstable, and then you're going to get your money? Get your money. Get your Ace of Coins. All right, what's this Kings of the East? The Pole Star, and behind that the Knight of Cups, the Eel. It's the dream. Kings of the East, and this is similar to the three kings that went to Jesus, I think. Were they kings or wise men? You get wise men vibes off this, Kings of the East. And here we have a star. There's a wish fulfillment. Wish fulfillment. Yes. Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment, liberation, and here, generosity. So maybe when things are stable, do you feel more generous? Aha, yes. Here we have the Six of Pentacles, which is exploitation in this deck. Do you feel like sometimes when you're too generous, you get exploited? But there's some sort of wish fulfillment. Do you like granting wishes to people? You like a fairy godmother? Because generosity and exploitation, obviously two opposite energies here. All right. Nine of Cups. Six of Pentacles is normally about sharing. But here we have sharing and exploitation, but in different... Yeah. Maybe when things are stable, you're more generous. And then when things are unstable... Oh, here we go. Ace of Cups and the King of Vessels. King of Cups as well. More love cards coming out. I'm sure people stop tuning in if it's just me moaning about bloody romance, right? And then we got the World Tree. And the Three of Arrows. Which is Three of Swords, which is pain, but here it's jealousy. Oh dear. I'm stumped. Let's think about this for a little bit. So when there's unstable energy in your world tree, it's pain. But when you're stable, you like to help people in need. When you're not stable, you're not going to be stable. You're going to have some heartache. There's heartache here. There's jealousy. There's Ace of Cups. Why is there jealousy? I'm stumped. And King of Cups. Knight of Cups. I'm going to go over to this Ace of Coins and see if that kind of gives me a bit more of a clue. Sorry, guys. Like things come out of nowhere and you think, what's that? What's this Ace of Coins? Seven of Arrows, insecurity. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. Yeah, this is... Okay, the Devil. Fuck. And Seven of... You need to heal something about your money. Something about your money needs healing presently. It's causing you insecurity. There's some jealousy over something. You need to heal your money. There's some healing to do around money matters. I don't know if it's worrying too much about it or not worrying enough about it. I hate it when I get so stumped. Yeah, there's this feeling of like when you're stable, you're very generous, you help those who need help. But when things are unstable, it feels like the whole world's unstable and you feel this pain, but there's like a jealousy as well. Maybe when your money's not as much as you want it to be. Do you become envious of others? Is this where this healing needs to happen? Because the Seven of Arrows is insecurity. If not having enough money or the money, the kind of way you want it and how you want it or whatever it is that is around money, makes you feel insecure. Yeah, which you shouldn't really. It's just money. But that's just my opinion. Everyone looks at life differently. Of course, if I was having serious money problems, I would feel a bit insecure about stuff, but I don't know what your situation is. Some healing there. Yeah, okay. Yeah, so don't be insecure about money. It doesn't mean the whole world. It's just an aspect of life. It doesn't necessarily need to colour every part of your life. Like how much money you have really doesn't really speak to your character. Really, I don't think. Just because you're a millionaire or billionaire doesn't mean you're an amazing person. You should focus on being a good person first, always in life. And how much money you want depends on how much money you want, but don't let it define your own value. You have value alone as you are. You don't need money to make you valuable. People are, give you loads of money, you can, just create a human. You need to grow one and another person. Two people get involved. Yeah. Or like they do it in labs now, I mean, but still. Yeah, so we got the Devil here and there's 7 stones healing. There's this thing about the money presently. It's causing insecurities and worries and like a sort of bipolar feeling almost about it. Quite strange. So we got the Queen of Books in the future, intelligence, advice, intuition, observation. Ace of Books and the River to Hell. Let's see what the Queen of Books has to say. Three of Bows, fulfillment. Three of Wands. Lovely. Behind that, the Green Man. Yeah, nice. Knight of Wands, the Fox. And the Knight of Pentacles, the Horse. And Three of Wands, a new beginning. With two Knights. Maybe you're working on a project with two other people. Or in this project, you're harnessing your Knight of Wands energy and your Knight of Pentacles, which is like studious, reliable, but also here with the Wands, it's fiery and creative and energetic. Yeah, Three of Wands, yeah, fulfillment, this, you know, balancing out to start a new, first steps of something. It's quite a lively Knight of Pentacles in this deck as well. It's like a wild Mustang. And it's a cute little fox. So we look at the Ace of Books. Music, sharing, knowledge, creativity. I wonder if this is like a partnership, or is this all one big project that's going to shortly occupy your future? Five of Bows, empowerment. So that's 5 wands, which is like working together in this deck. Empowerment is empowering yourself. Behind that, Queen of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. Gosh, we're going to have the whole convent collection of knights out. Hawk. And 8 of Wands. Yeah, working together. There's like some sort of project. Sharing of knowledge and creativity. Hitting your target with your bow and arrow. Honing in on what you want to work on. Taking the higher view as well. So you're down here in the trenches getting the business around this hearth fire going and people talking to each other. Hands on his shoulder, very friendly environment. But you also go in the high and looking from the tree at the top of the highest mountain where the hawks can look down and see everything. Yeah, and reading music off someone's ass apparently. We'll cover that up. Yeah, very empowering, this project, whatever it is you're working on. Very busy because lots of knights are being sent out to do things. And 8 of Bows, even though it's just as hearthfire, it's also that fast movement across, you know, communication. 8 wands. So now we got the River to Hell. I wonder what this is. I mean, collaborative projects can sometimes feel like a River to Hell, can't it? Big tasks can be very challenging. It is essentially some sort of tower, but I don't know what kind. 8 of Stones, skill. Okay, and then 4 of Bones, celebration. Celebrating with a lot of hard work. Perhaps this is the feeling of how scary it is because of the amount of work coming towards you. Yes, a transition. 6 of Swords. And Ace of Bows, a spark of life. Here we have a person in a boat also going on a journey. So this is going to be a very difficult journey, but it's because you're working on something very important that matters to you in collaboration with, it seems, quite a number of different people, all active doing work, like because they're knights. Knight of Arrows, Knight of Stones, Knight of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. The Knight of Cups has not turned up because he was too busy here in the past doing stuff. He's gone on a break, thankfully. Yeah, so this Ace of Bows, spark of life, yeah. There's a fire here in the River to Hell. Trying to get that spark started. It takes a lot of hard work. And it can feel like a River to Hell, I'm sure. I remember being sleep deprived when I was in college, film school. We were editing and I was helping people during the day as well, filming. I only did it for a week where I only had like an hour sleep every night. But by the end of it, I was hallucinating. I thought, I'm going to do that again. Bloody hell. I know some people don't have a choice, like parents or people in the military. was that actor from Back to the Future, when he was filming that, he had to film during the day as well. What's his name? I can't remember now. It's too late. Anyway, let's look at this King of Berries. So this leadership, stepping into your power. Yeah. I wonder what that's about. I really think don't be insecure about money. You need to heal that. Money always goes ups and downs. That's just money, up and down, lots like less. And a lot of businessmen have been bankrupt several times. Trump's one of them, isn't he? Okay, we got the Queen of Swords. Yeah, okay, cool. Stepping into leadership. This is you being a kick-ass. Swan neck, break your neck. And the Magician. Yeah, I think so. There's my book. Pretty sure it is. Oh, it's the High Priestess, that's right. So, yeah. Alright, so, oh yeah, so stepping into your leadership has a lot to do with getting into your intuition, being a kick-ass Queen of Swords. And Three of Stones, creativity. Yeah, so this is obviously some sort of creative project. And here, she's protecting this again. Protecting the entrance here. Standing up for herself. Maybe that's what you had to do in the past, where there was all this arguing. This weird sin of wrath, and then help, asking for help, or someone asking for help. I don't know. Strange. All right. Well, we're nearly there, guys. I'm going to take 3 cards from Sync. What should I do? I'm always quite indecisive at night. Yeah, I think I'll do the Bosch deck. It's a pretty good deck. And I'll grab one from this little guy here too, my new, what is that? Magic Oracle cards. They're so pretty. So what should the viewer do? Looks like you've got to prepare for quite a lot of hard work. Heal some bits around your money. Yeah. Such extremes from 6 of Pentacles to 9 Cups. That's what money can feel sometimes, from having lots to having not enough. Really, yeah, you get back in. Theft, concealment, getting away with things. Right, stop talking nonsense. So we got Knight of Books, arguments, new ideas, teaching. Okay, so this might be referring to the future. He's come up quite a lot the last few days. There's lots of people talking together. Oh, temptation, desire, sex, passion, greed. The Page of Cups is the guy with his butt. The arrow up his butt. Promotion, hard work, dedication, loyalty, career. And then the card of ignorance, conflict, adversity, stupidity. This is telling you not to go with the crowd again. This message keeps coming through. I don't know who this is for. Do not go with the crowd. Yeah. Looks like you're at a fun party here in the Garden of Eden. Temptation. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Maybe saying just have a bit of fun. But there's obviously quite a lot of hard work going on here in the future. Some project. Might be telling you to stay away from temptation. So take it as it resonates, really. Yeah, work together. Don't go with the crowd again. Really trying to go and forge your own way. You've got to get up this ladder. You might as well do it your own way. Maybe I'll ask this deck about this temptation card. Is it telling you to give in to temptation or to not? Because, I mean, she took a bite out of the apple, didn't she, at the end of the day? I mean, that's the story they told. It might have been him. Who knows? Yeah. Okay. What we got? You are an inspiration. The lucky pig. It's time to evolve. You are protected. Okay, so this message has come out twice now. You are protected. So just maybe chill. You're cool. You don't have to be worried about money. Don't worry about money. You can heal it. Heal your money. You don't have to sacrifice yourself. You don't always need a plan. Yeah. You are an inspiration. Yeah, just be yourself. Maybe it's telling you there. You're an inspiration, temptation, desire, sex, passion, greed. Yeah. Just enjoy life. I think that's what it's saying. The lucky pig. I mean, that's kind of like, you know, enjoy being a lucky pig. Right, well, I think that's the end of my reading. Thanks for listening. If you enjoyed yourself, like, comment, share, subscribe. I hope you have a nice weekend. Bye.